The album, it's been in the works for about 2 years now. Summer 2011 went into to the studio. A friend of mine's got a nice studio and said, yeah, man, you can come in and use it. And so I went in there, started cranking some stuff out. And in the spring of 2012, went back into the studio and did some more. And then out of all that, I had 155 songs and finally whittled it down to 12 and started working on that. And this is the collection that's become American Revolution. And it was discussed, like, need to get some videos, so we picked 3 songs to work on some videos. And decided, let's go ahead and do it. The weather's been nice. And we were looking for just a cool old building, you know, that could get a lot of kind of different locations out of without having to go to a lot of different places. Just one building would kind of serve a number of needs for these 3 different videos we wanted to do. So finally found an old building built in the 1930s, and ironically didn't shoot in the building, shot in the attic. And the attic has as you can see, is a very interesting look to it. Sometimes it looks like you're in a big old sailing boat, a ship or something, and sometimes it's like some sort of barn. So it's a lot of opportunities to do some really interesting camera work because of all the angles, and the ceilings are curved, and there's all kinds of little crisscross 2x4s for the bracing, and just really gave them some good opportunities for catching some really different types of shots without having to move too much around inside the attic. It took about 3 hours to load everything in. You know, I was hoping to shoot the first night, but that became unrealistic. So I just concentrated on getting everything in, getting all the equipment set up. Did some testing on lighting, ran some video, did some sample shoots, and we're going to go color lighting, real high contrasty red with like a dark green on me, and blues and things like that. And, it looked nice, but I thought it was just a little bit too much, so we decided to do more of a natural lighting on me, and then a little bit of color in the background. And for Police State, we picked a corner just over this hallway, so we're actually raised up, and we were able to, from the attic, be able to look down on it, and there's this big like abyss where the walls kind of came in. There's this little crevice between there, so it made it really nice, just kind of goes off into the distance. And I really like the concrete kind of gray look. It's got these bars kind of hanging out of it, so it gave us a lot of opportunity for lighting and shadows. And, doing some overhead lighting and using the beams of the attic to cast these really interesting shadows. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Check out the new album, American Revolution, from Stanley Jay Tucker at StanleyJTucker.com. High octane, old school rock and roll. Powered by 432 Hertz.